Aside from Laguna de Bay, there are 8 lakes in the Laguna Basin, the management and development of which are under the jurisdiction of the Laguna Lake Development Authority. They are Tadlac Lake in Los Baños and the 7 lakes of San Pablo City. Among the 7 lakes, Pandin Lake is the most prominent in terms of ecotourism. It is a great showcase of how convergence of efforts of various stakeholders like the civil society, the local government, the women of Lake Pandin, and the LLDA can lead to sustainable use of lake resources and the improvement of life of the communities around the lake. This is what conservation is all about.
In 2014, the Project Development Management and Evaluation Division of LLDA spearheaded the formulation of a 5-year development management plan, otherwise known as DMP for Lake Pandin, in collaboration with the local stakeholders and with guidance from Tanggol Kalikasan. Among the 7 crater lakes, Lake Pandin was the first to have its own DMP. The purpose of this is to protect Lake Pandin and its watershed, and at the same time provide livelihood opportunities through ecotourism.
LLDA implements its programs in close coordination with the local Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Management Council, or FARMC. It is composed of representatives of the local fisherfolk. FARMCs were created by law to ensure that management and control over aquatic resources are effected by the government through the active and extensive participation of people who are directly affected.
Malaking tulong po yung ginagawa.
The studies being done by LLDA in the lake are very helpful to us because we are always informed of the conditions prevailing in the lake. We become aware of what we must do to preserve this natural resource from which we earn our livelihood, like proper fishing methods, knowledge of dissolved oxygen levels, or when to harvest our fish. LLDA's programs are a big help to us.
Kailangan i-harvest namin yung ating mga isda.
But we must not look at the lake alone. We must see what is happening around the lake. We must put into mind that the lake is a mirror of what is going on in the watershed. Equally important is to see and understand what is happening inside the lake.
GUE, or Global Underwater Explorers, is a non-profit organization that specializes in exploration and conservation. And to do that, we need education to produce the right kind of divers. I'm Jing Ia. I'm the dive team leader for Project Plunge, which is a collaboration between the volunteer divers from GUE and the resource managers plus the scientists from LLDA. We are trained to dive in a wide variety of aquatic environments, and we teamed up with LLDA to collect samples from the deeper sections of the lake. This is the first of many freshwater lakes that we have been tasked to explore by LLDA.
On May 21, 2016, the team did test dives to 30 meters. This was the first documented scuba dive on any of the lakes in the Laguna de Bay Basin. The team collected water samples at specified depths in 2 locations, and temperature at each stratum was also recorded. And on August 13, 2016, the team planned and executed the first exploration dive to the deepest portion of Lake Pandin. The dive team reached the bottom at 61.1 meters. Sediment samples were taken at the bottom. Water samples were again collected at various depths.
We collected water samples for the analysis and identifications of planktons and benthic organisms. Phytoplankton, or algae as commonly called, are present in any body of water such as river, stream, lakes, wetlands. Algae is the first link in the food chain of aquatic organisms and also known as the primary producers. With regards to phytoplankton, a diatom, Surirella sp, appeared in the sample we analyzed. This genera has not been seen in Lake Pandin in the past 5 years. The good thing here is that this organism is one of the indicator of a good water quality. Zooplankton is a group of animals whose distribution and dispersal is at the mercy of the water current. It serves as food for small fishes and crustaceans. An Arctodiaptomus, particularly calanoid, from the group of copepods dominates the population of zooplankton. Calanoid is also an indicator of a good water quality. What we also observe is that zooplankton thriving in 5-meter depth are much bigger in size, at approximately 5 times from the average zooplankton found in the surface area. We have not seen any benthic organisms, maybe due to the thick and soft silty lake bed, though we have noticed some dead shells of gastropods.
Water samples from different parts of Pandin Lake were collected and was sent to the laboratory for nutrient analysis. It was found out that the surface of the lake has a low nutrient concentration and theoretically suitable for recreation such as swimming or wakeboarding. However, in the middle and at the bottom part of the lake, the nutrient concentrations are very high and can cause rapid growth of algae called algal bloom. This algal bloom will compete with dissolved oxygen in water that can cause fish kill.
The data generated by the laboratory analysis will certainly be useful in the management of the Pandin Lake resource.
Thus, the LLDA welcomes the partnership with a global underwater explorer that opens new opportunities to see what is happening beneath the surface of the lake where aquaculture and ecotourism coexist, as well as have a bird's eye view of the threats on the ecological integrity of the lake through the use of drones. These visual presentations are essential in educating the stakeholders on the dangers posed by irresponsible and unsustainable development. This is a call to action addressed to all regulatory and developmental agencies, including the LGUs, the LLDA, the private landowners, and other stakeholders.